Okay. Good morning, everyone. You will be seeing this on Friday morning. We're actually recording it Tuesday morning, but I am here with Monique Lindner, and I'm really excited to interview her. I'm going to read her bio to you, and then we'll get to talking. So, Monique Lindner is a high performance and leadership specialist. She's a TEDx speaker and location independent entrepreneur. Her clients range from startups to Fortune 500 companies like Apple. She works with business leaders and CEOs and their teams of up to 160 people in helping them to optimize their efficiency, build solid leadership skills, improve their mindset, and create massive impact. Monique has helped her clients cut up to 50% of their working hours, double and triple their revenue, and build powerful teams through the art of leadership from within, which also resulted in significantly reducing stress, anxiety, and overwhelm while standing in their true power and building unbreakable resilience. So Monique is publishing a new book that's coming out really soon, and we're going to talk about that with her unique The T.I.M.E method and her tagline, slow down to speed up. She is on a mission to help high achievers and busy business owners take back control of their time and energy and grow sustainable businesses while increasing their social impact. Monique has built her business with a complete location-independent infrastructure. She has traveled to 44 countries, obviously pre-COVID, some of that, as well as lived and worked in 8 of them in management positions. This gives her unique insights into cross-cultural work ethics and has helped her build out an incredible skill set of creating a solid team culture within international teams over the past 14 years while working abroad. Monique has also survived and healed 2 chronic diseases: sexual violence, mental and emotional abuse, and bullying. She has spent years transforming trauma, adversity, and hardship into personal growth and transforming her pain into power. Today, Monique is standing fully in her own superpower and is committed to combining all of her outstanding knowledge, long practice skills, and experience to unlock the ultimate potential of her clients. So welcome, Monique. I'm so excited to get to talk to you. So I read your bio, and it tells us about all of the amazing things you do and all the things you've been through, and we will definitely dig into that further. To start, though, can you share who you are, Monique? I believe that women are amazing and can do amazing things, and we are also so much more than our sense of vocation. So who is Monique?
Yes. Well, first of all, thank you so much for the invitation, Kelly. I'm really, really excited to be here. Yeah, so who am I? Really, I am just a girl from next door, I would say. I have been always very excited about little things, so that's still happening. I can freak out about tiny little things that I see, which is very much fun. I love yellow. I am like, everything's yellow. If there's no yellow, there's no sense for me to be around. I live in Thailand currently, so this whole traveling thing is still keeping me on the move. I'm not gonna make my way back to Germany. That's where I'm originally from. And I think I'm quite a cool person to be around. Some would say that's a lie, but I think it's true. So yeah, there we are.
I think fun is definitely something that I would agree with. Everybody's definition of fun is different, so there's no one definition. But so your bio says that you have been through some really difficult things and were able to transform trauma, adversity, and hardship into personal growth and transform your pain into power. First, I just want to hold space and say that I'm so sorry you have been through so much. None of that is easy on its own, let alone having all of that, be part of your life experience. But how did you begin the process of turning your pain into power? What kind of thoughts and actions did you choose at the beginning of that process?
Honestly, it wasn't anything that I was thinking really. it was more that the physical manifestations of these suppressed trauma, of suppressed emotions, the suppressed feelings, the non-acknowledgement, because I was always like, oh, I'm gonna be fine, it's okay, I get over it. All of this has turned into a lot of physical pain. And mind you, I was born with 2 chronic illnesses, and they kept me not really hostage, but the amount of physical pain that I had for the first 28 years of my life already, on a daily basis, really daily. I promise you that many people wouldn't want to make it that far. And so I was just sick and tired of all of this pain, and then suddenly having to vomit and having all of this acid coming out of my body because my stomach would just like try to get rid of all of the toxins that was, when we are suppressing emotions and feelings and literally swallowing everything, like how we say, like we just gonna swallow it. It's true. Where do we swallow it? Well, it ends up in the stomach. And for me, that was one of the things. It just kept getting worse, and I just couldn't keep food or whatever. And it was not an eating disorder or anything. It was literally my body saying, hey, you know what? There's a lot of things that you should be worrying about and that you should be taking care of. And by the way, here's all the toxins. It's just, and yeah, so it was literally all of these physical manifestations that just banged on the door and were like, hey, please take care. And at one point I just said, so here's the thing. In Germany, for a very, very long time, and I want to say probably today still at some point, mental health was a huge stigma. And I come from the former East, so at that point, even when you were like autistic or on the spectrum or neurodiverse, it was a huge issue. So even when children were just like hyperactive or more active as usual, which I was more active as usual, we were already damned to, be so different. And doctors were immediately trying to put you into whatever special health institute, giving you medications, whatever. And so my parents were very smart in not letting me test for things so that I wouldn't end up in any special institute, whatever, locked up or whatever. And so the same for my sister, who is on the very other spectrum than I am. And anyway, so I don't know, it started like when I left Germany 6 years ago, that I started to think about, I don't know if all of these physical issues that I have are really only physical, or if not, that everything that I have to carry is going to add on. And then I met more and more people along the way, because I started traveling full-time 6 years ago. I just met more and more people. They were like asking like, oh, this is what you have and this is what you went through and you didn't connect those things. I'm like, oh, oh, are they connected? And this is really how it's all started.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it depends, with that kind of culture, that if things were so like, mental health was so like, taboo, or, talking about it and it instantly was in that kind of, you were put into that kind of setting, that you wouldn't have had opportunity to be exposed to those things, to learn about those different, the different connections between some of your experiences and possible ways to move forward with them. So how did that lead to, your work and developing the T.I.M.E method? How did that, coming out of Germany and traveling full time and then dealing with all of that with your physical and your mental health, how did that translate into now the time method that that you teach?
It's actually the other way around. So I'm in this industry for 18 years.
Okay.
I started team management and project management when I was 15. I started working when I was 13, but the first person who hired me to lead a team was they saw something that obviously worked out. So I started very early and I took a lot of trainings. I have very, in Germany, all of those certificates and all of these trainings and whatever, they're really high on top of a list of every German person in a career in corporate Germany. So I have all of these certificates, so I have the university degree for international events and project management. I have the university degree because I did two different college degrees at the same time. I have the university degree for language correspondence for German and English, and I have the leadership certificate for team management, and I have a certificate for crisis management. I have all of the, you can probably plant a whole wall with it, and so it actually started like me creating this framework started way back already when my the first time I was having a responsibility for a big team was when I was 22 years old, and I was hired for Siemens Enterprise to lead their team of 160 people in IT. And I was hired for the personal management of the team and for the process management part. And the reason why I was hired was not because I had anything to do with IT, but because they knew that they need someone different to come in there who can think a little bit outside of the box and who can just change things around. And apparently in my interview, I convinced them that I was able to do that. And so I did. I followed up on everything. I actually exceeded the expectations. And the way that I really did that was only though that I didn't really listen to what my peers wanted me to do, and I didn't really listen to what my how was it called? What the team manager, so we had a team manager for our leadership team as well, what he wanted us to do, but I was actually asking the team what they need. And so I flipped that on the head, and they were like, well, you can't ask 160 people. I'm like, yeah, I can, who else is going to do it if not me? I'm here to work for them and not against them. And if you want me to change things and make them better, then we probably need to ask them, because guess what? Who's working in this team is the people, not us.
Right.
And this is how I turned the whole project around that was about to be lost within 6 months. And from that point on, I was like, well, either I was really lucky or I was just really smart. So I choose to be really smart. And from that on, I was like, okay, I'm gonna see what I've done here, and I'm gonna see if I can recreate that. And I did more or less in different versions of these type of jobs and moving forward. And I would always try to improve no matter what job I was doing, and it would always be account, project, team management jobs, and no matter what level that was in Germany, but it would always be these jobs, and I would always try to improve what did not work in a way that no one would have thought of trying, because obviously what gets you here won't get you there. So if you already tried all the ways, why are you keep trying? Because obviously it didn't work.
Right.
So let's do it a little bit different. And I guess I guess because I was willing to take the risk. So the only reason why I was able to do that was because I was willing to take the consequences. I wasn't saying like, I wasn't giving it away and be like, oh, but my boss said, you know, or like, oh. So I was willing to take the consequences for it and sit through 3 weeks of night shifts and day shifts and whatever to fix it. If it wouldn't work out, and I think that's the reason why it also worked, because people have seen that, okay, well, she's taking the risk, she's taking the responsibility, maybe we can try, maybe there's something behind it. Mm-hmm. And it just became, it just became more and more obvious to me that things are not going the way that society thinks it is. Mm-hmm. And so I created this framework.
That's awesome. So for anyone who's just finding out about you and your method, the T.I.M.E method, what does that stand for? And, you know, just tell us a little bit about it.
Okay. So the T.I.M.E method is T.I.M.E. It's time management, impactful leadership, mindset mastery, and energy efficiency. Mm-hmm. And those 4 pillars are really the pillars that I found are the foundations for building your sustainable business, for building your fulfilled life, for building anything really that comes. And so when we look at it, if you read any time management, productivity book, or living life to the fullest, or whatever the heck you want to read, mm-hmm. you always find like the time management part, or you find the leadership part, or you find the mindset part. But if you actually want to build something stable, it's like a house. You need 4 pillars on each corner, or mm-hmm. else your house is going to fall apart, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm sure you can have like 8 if you want to be really stable, or you can have like even more, right? But those 4 are the corner pillars, the cornerstones mm-hmm. of what we really have to implement in our life. Now, the time management part can be helpful to be a little bit more productive. It can be pushing you to, you know, get goals done, to achieve them actually. But it will never stand by itself. It's super interesting because clients who come to me, they always say, I want to be more efficient. I want to have more time. I'm like, great, we need to work on your leadership skills. And they're like, no, that's not what I need. I'm like, hell yeah, that's exactly what you need.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly that. And when I say leadership skills, everyone thinks like how to manage a team. And then sometimes I get the response, but I don't have a team. I'm like, yeah, but we're not going to lead a team. We are not going to think about that. We need to start leading from within. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, let's just start first to lead yourself. And then later on, we can think about how you can lead other people if mm-hmm. you want. And leading people and managing people is 2 different things as well. So let's not just mix them up right away, right? And so, yeah. So these are the 4 pillars. And basically in the book and in my one-on-one coaching, I break them down. So the framework that I present in the book is actually everything that I do with my one-on-one clients and the high-end clients. And I walk everyone through step by step.
Okay, that's awesome. So sounds like you help your clients, you know, also free up some time to spend their days doing the things that matter to them most. But what are the things that matter most to you? What are your favorite ways that you get to spend your time, whether in business or not?
Right. Water is really big. So in astrology, I have a lot of fire in my signs, mm-hmm. and I can feel it. It's also, we talked a little bit up front, it's how it shows up in my body, like a lot of inflammation, nerve pain, muscle tensions, everything. The acid in my stomach, you know, like it's all fire. Mm-hmm. So unfortunately, I'm not close to the ocean here, which is the only downside to the place there I'm at. where I'm at.
Mm.
But we have a lot of waterfalls and we have lovely pools. So I choose to go to a pool a lot of times, as often as I can and want to. And other than that, I mean, I very often go into nature or just drive with my motorcycle around, and get lost on purpose, so that I don't have to think about where to drive, what to do, if I find my way home or whatever. Sometimes it's quite a way out, and then I do have to maybe Google, like, oh, where did I end up actually?
Yeah.
um, and it happened before that I had to stay overnight somewhere because I wouldn't make my way back anymore. So there's that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, hanging out with elephants is a thing that I do at times.
That is
And
so
it
cool.
sounds always so weird to people, like, what do you mean hanging out with elephants? But yeah, um, I do that at times. But in my business, really, it's I do enjoy the time with my clients a lot. I only have really incredible people that I work with and that also do want to change the world. So I'm really grateful and thankful that I get to work with them. And other than that, it's really, yeah, to be able to make a change, and in whatever way that shows up. So sometimes today I had a team meeting, and one way that I love to empower my team is that they can choose where our where our social impact funds go as well. So if they want to set up an own project, then we're going to plan that out together, and we're going to create the funds for that, and then they receive them, and they are able and also responsible for actually creating the project.
Mm, that's awesome. Well, I don't have too much more questions for you, but I am really excited for your upcoming book. So just share with us, when does it release and where can we find it?
Yeah, thank you so much. So it's already out for pre-order, so go and get it.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to have the paperback, you should get it before September 13,
Okay.
because if you buy it on the website, on my website, the paperback, you will be able to get a complimentary workshop that I have been doing for a paid summit. So it's a 90-minute time management workshop, and it was incredible. It's a very interactive workshop, so it's and a lot of money was paid for the workshop, so you definitely want to have it. And the website you can get it is thetimemethod.com. So it's TheTimemethod.com.
And
And
I'll make sure to link that, put that link below the video when I post it as well.
awesome. Yeah, and you can get the paperback there. You can also now get the link to the ebook there if you prefer that. And it releases on September 6th, so you don't have to wait so long anymore.
Yeah, that's just around the corner. Today's the 1st. This video will drop on the 4th. So we'll get this video posted before it's officially out, but they won't have to wait long if they pre-order or, get right on that. So where do you hang out? Where can people connect with you if they want to learn more?
Yeah, so the only place that I'm really hanging out is Facebook, actually, although I don't really enjoy Facebook at the moment, but that's the place where I'm at. And yeah, it's the Facebook profile that you can find probably below.
Okay. All right, well, I will make sure to link all of that when I post this. And I just want to say thank you again so much. This has been lovely, and I am really super excited about the book. So I will definitely be pre-ordering that. And I am sure that others will as well. So just thank you again, Monique. It has been really great talking with you.
Thank you, Kelly.